Hello and welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. And today I'm here with Mario Rudolf, and you might know him already from the distillery video, so a little bit updated. You came from the brewing industry, you've been a brewer, and then you set up the St. Kilian distillery as a master distiller, and now you're a master distiller for
11 years now, yeah.
But you've worked there, like you built it up, so
yeah.
Before production you've also been there. So
I started in 2015, so it was 1 year to build up the distillery completely, and in 2016 we started with the production, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, nice. And I think we have seen some of the, or maybe all of them, not quite sure, on the channel. But it's nice to have you here and get a little bit of background information. So in terms of what are we having today?
So we have two blended whiskies that we produce. Yeah, so it's in collaboration of the Great Northern Distillery in Northern Ireland.
Oh, okay.
It's located in Dundalk, and a mixture with our single malt whiskey. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so these are the Bud Spencer and Terence Hill range. And the other ones, two are our core range. It's called Classic and Peated.
Okay, so we're going from mild to hefty peated.
For sure, yeah.
And today will be the Terence Hill. So I'm not quite sure how what do you call it? How international recognized Terence Hill is. I think they do have some international recognition, right?
Terence Hill and Bud Spencer both are famous, most famous in Germany.
Yeah.
They are very famous in
I think Italy as well.
Italy, for sure, yeah.
I mean, do they both come from Italy?
Yeah, they both come from Italy.
Yeah.
But in terms of Terence Hill, he was originally born near to Leipzig.
Ah, okay.
In Germany.
Yeah.
Near to Dresden, sorry. But both speaking German. Yeah. But Spencer is no longer here. So, but he also spoke German because of in his childhood he had some German nurses. Yeah. So. Yeah, and that's the thing about those two blended whiskies.
Just to give you a reference, they had a lot of films. They were always together in the films. They were always a team, and I think their stunt team and the evil guys were also always the same. Yeah. And the story was always two guys, something evil, something bad happens, and they always have fist fights with the bad guys. And you just see that so much fun with they were incredibly good for their time with the stunt enactment. So for all of you Americans out there,
and you can watch those movies still every year, coming back on Easter and so on,
and a lot of comedy in there.
Yeah,
but it's old comedy is probably not good today.
So very well known in our countries here, in the German-speaking countries, but not
overseas in America.
No.
Yeah, I think some of them are, but not as such a hype as in here. Yeah. But I think I was a bit too young for it. I did see, I think, 2 or 3 films of them, but they were a bit before my time. I think they were more 70s, 80s or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I was more like a 90s kid.
Yeah, absolutely. Same to me. But I remember some of the movies for sure. Yeah. I watched them with my grand.
So what you said here, so this is now the Terence Hill, and you say the mild one with 46%.
Yeah, that's the thing. The minimum that we do is 46%. So in our terms, in our case, we say it's a mild one for St. Kilian. But it is 46%, so it has a punch with the alcohol, and also it is well balanced, but it has character.
And it's now a mixture between Great Northern and your single malt.
Yeah.
Is the Great Northern, is that just grain or?
No, it's just a part of grain. So we have grain whiskey in there, because of the sweetness and so on. But it's just 40%. So usually you use for blended whiskey 90% or much more. In this case, it's just 40%. And then we have single malt whiskey, triple distilled from the Great Northern Distillery.
Oh, okay, they're single malt, okay.
Yeah, so this is about 80% of all, and everything is matured in bourbon cask.
40 single malt, 40 grain, and then 20 from you. Also single malt, Germany.
Yeah, for sure. And our single malt compounds are virgin oak, sherry casks, so Oloroso barricks, and also rum casks. This is the mixture that we get into this batch. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so it's really a potpourri of of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what we wanted to have. We wanted to have a gentleman, because Terence Hill is more the gentleman guy, the smooth guy from both, Bud Spencer is more the the character, and so that's what we wanted to have in the whiskey, and that's why I used grain whiskey in here, because it gets you a smooth balance. It's creamy and it's sweet, sweetiness, and this lovely fruitiness.
So the first thing that came to my mind when I had it is bananas. So you have an incredibly creamy, sweet, and savory, I would say. And when you then have it a little bit longer and dig a little bit deeper with your nose in it, then it's a bit more fresh. You have a bit of citrus. You feel, okay, rum, definitely rum in there as well. You feel a bit of sweetness, feels a little bit, maybe that's the grain. And the nose is quite mild. Maybe a bit biased because I'm not a beginner, but...
yeah, for sure. And maybe a hint of spiciness from the wood. Yeah, it's in the background.
Yeah, in the background there's a little bit.
The virgin oak gives us a bit of oak notes. Yeah, but most of it is American oak, so it's not the European oak that gives you much harder flavors.
Yeah. So, Prost.
Cheers.
I think gentleman. Yeah, it's light and fruity, and with a nice amount of sweetness. But when you have it a little bit longer in your mouth, and now with the finish, you get more into oakiness, a little bit of just a little bit of bittersweetness, and that American oak touch to it. Yes, it is a mild one, definitely. Maybe for St. Kilian in specific.
Yeah.
But it does have quite a volume. It's in terms of mild, in terms of spiciness, no smoke and that, but not in terms of volume.
And in terms of a blended whiskey, which contains grain. Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah. So, it's creamy, and I think it is good as it is. For the character of Terence Hill, it's a good compare.
Yeah. So when you worked together with the Great Northern Distillery, did you get in touch with John Teeling, or how did that work?
More or less, but the direct touch was with David Hines, which was the one who built up St. Kilian together with us. He helped us.
Yeah.
And that's the connection. So we said, okay, it's our friend David, and he works for the Great Northern Distillery. He was a technical director. Now he is retired since 1 year maybe, and so we said, okay, this is a perfect connection. They are built. G&D was built to sell whiskey for the industry, and so we said, okay, that's great. That's the connection from David to us.
Nice.
That's the story behind this blend.
So even though that you've done your project, you still stayed in touch with David Hines?
For sure, yeah.
And now you brought out... So how long has it been on the market with Terence Hill and Bud Spencer?
A few years. I don't know exactly. Let me think about it.
But I think you started with Bud Spencer, right?
Yeah, it was the very first was the start with Bud Spencer, and we got in touch with people from his family. And later, Terence Hill came to us and said, "Okay, that looks quite nice. What you do with Bud Spencer? So I want to have a whiskey too." And then we started.
Of course.
Started the second line with him. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So unfortunately, I don't think it's available in the US market on Whisky.com, but it is available on Whisky.com for the Netherlands and Belgium. And as soon as it comes out, we will let you know via the newsletter if there is a way to get it over in the States. So I think stay subscribed, because we're gonna have 3 more videos. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.